Let's go live. Let's see. Oh, crap. We're live. Hi, Phil.
Hey, welcome back, Doug.
Thanks. I am back from Chicago, the Windy City Pulp and Paper. Had a lot of fun. Made me want to get a Pulp Hero Overpower expansion going again.
Yeah. You still want that shadow, huh?
I do. I had some pictures I was supposed to. I'll go ahead and send myself some pictures. Load them up here. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Be better if we could play some Overpower while we was out there, but
Did you find anybody?
no.
Just text Eric?
You know what? I did not. Sorry, Eric. I totally forgot about you being out there. Daggone it. I got some fun stuff. I'll put some pictures up of what I did get.
Welcome, Josh. Welcome to the show, Brett. I think it's just as warm here today as it is in North Florida.
Yeah, 73 both places. Nice. What's up, Brett? My internet friend. He says,
Shadow can play negates from reserve.
oh, who said that? I like that.
Josh likes that.
Josh, you made a friend for life.
Cap-
wow.
Welcome, Captain. Did you see any old weird tales from Robert E. Howard?
Yeah, Captain. You're not going to believe this one. The very first Weird Tales that had a Conan story, very first Conan story, was up for auction on Friday night. Ungraded, just a raw copy, a very, very nice copy. And it sold for $17,000 plus a 10% buyer's premium plus 5% to pay by credit card.
Wow.
So all told, 20 grand.
Wow.
Yep. So, yep, I saw it. I got a picture of one. I'm trying to email.
Did that guy sell that one?
There's too many. No, he did not. I got to delete some of these pictures. It's too many. But I'll just start over.
Said the audio might be echoing slightly. Not sure.
Says
but
who?
says Josh.
Oh, Josh says seems like it went away.
No, good.
Okay. Well, Captain says he's hearing an echo too. Why would you hear an echo? Is your phone on silent?
Yeah.
I don't know. Same setup we had last time. 20,000 for the Weird Tales, and it was probably, if it was graded on the scale of comic books, 7.5 to an 8.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know who bought it because it was an absentee bidder.
Oh.
So the guy was not in the room. He had somebody there bidding for him. And it was very, very nice to see. I'm going to just do this and this. Yeah, let's
Hi,
just,
Howard.
there we
Glad
go.
you survived
Hi,
the
Howard.
eclipse.
Actual size. Come on now. There we go. Got some up and going. Do you guys still hear an echo? Fox said you wouldn't be broadcast. What? Howard?
Nope, not us.
What's Howard saying there?
I don't know.
Can't read. He must be speaking Canadian.
Everyone thought, I think is what he was
Said
saying.
you wouldn't be broadcasting this week. No, we never said that. We said we wouldn't be on Thursday night.
Wouldn't be playing Thursday night last week. But we're back for this Thursday.
Yes, we will be back.
And
I'm going to try and build. I don't know if I'll have time to build an anti-hero deck.
3 weeks in the making.
I got we got a lot of kids coming into the store tomorrow for a convention, and Wednesday I got chess club,
Yeah.
and Jessica's off, so I got to come in and work for her. Thursday I can come in late, so I may be able to build it after or before then. I'm not sure.
What do you want to play?
What do I want to play? I'm going to build an Invisible Woman deck.
Okay.
Any heroes. And I might use Josh's idea and put Shadow in reserve, played negates.
Probably be pretty good.
Think I can get away with that?
Probably not.
Nah, probably not. All right, I gotta just do this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not. You're not gonna get to see all the pictures that I took, at least not today. But I'll get them up here in a minute.
So what was the Conan first? Was that 27 Weird Tales?
December 1932, I believe.
32.
And we'll pull that up here in a bit. There was a lot. There was one in the room at a dealer's table for sale,
Yeah, saw that one.
5.0, and he wanted 15 grand for it. So I think that was way overpriced. But what do I know? He didn't sell it, but it's not one of those books that you're going to just automatically sell because you're the only one with the rim.
Yeah.
With it, another guy had a very nice first Buck Rogers, and he was busy, and I didn't get to ask him what he was asking for that, but I'm sure it was pretty pricey. It was probably around 9 or 10.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun looking at a lot of old stuff. A lot of these books are 100 years old now.
Wow.
Some of them pulps they had them from the 19 the teens and the 20s.
Wow. Yeah, 105 some.
Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
To think that something survived.
Yeah.
And I bought this one paperback from a guy, and first I said, I can't buy that. I'd be afraid to read it. He goes, what do you mean? I said, it's going to fall apart while I read it. And it was literally from 1906.
Oh, wow.
And it was a little digest size about baseball, a baseball story.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, it's a good read. You got to read it. And I was like, all right, I'll buy it. And I swear, the very first time I turned a page, it ripped. It's like, I can't do it.
Got to laminate it.
Yeah, every page. So I couldn't read it. I still haven't read it. I didn't get past the first page because as soon as I turned it, it tore. And it's like, I can't do that. So I got some interesting pictures. I think you guys will like them. I wish I would have taken more pictures. I was just having too much fun.
Yeah, it's tough to do.
Yeah. I got some graded pulps, some pictures of them, and I'll put them up for you guys. There's the Weird Tales, first Conan.
Looks like I see a shadow.
Yeah, that one was nice, and it wasn't too expensive. It was a 7.0, and he wanted $700. And Stephanie said, go buy it. And I was like, no. Got better things to spend $700 on than that. But I like this fantastic. It was only a 4.5, but look at that cover. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see it yet. I'll get it to you here. So, all right.
Black Colossus.
What's that?
Somebody said Black Colossus was the second Conan. So it was 32 issue. Phoenix on the Sword.
There we go. Come on now.
Hi, AJ.
AJ's in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Showed up.
Oh, yeah, we got to get this one up. This is I'll put that one in first.
Is that Amazing Fantasy?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. First Spider-Man.
Wow. Who had that?
It was for sale at Art Booth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really was.
Carbo?
Yeah. $19,500. And a Fantastic Four #1. Fantastic Four was missing the centerfold, so it was only
12,000?
7,000.
7?
Yeah, only 7. Oh, why did it do that? Should be in this folder. There we go. There it is. All right.
Was the Amazing Fantasy graded?
No, it's a raw.
Raw.
It's a raw one. Oh, it's so big. Let's do. You can't see my pretty face, but there you go, guys. I had both these books for sale at my booth in Chicago.
Wow.
They weren't mine. They were my buddies, but it was pretty awesome. I thought we had the Amazing Fantasy sold,
Really?
Guy was very serious. I think we came down to 16.5. As long as it was cash, well, or a check. We wouldn't take credit card unless you
Yeah.
wanted to pay the fees. But it has some color retouch on it.
Hmm.
And we took it to CGC. They had a grader there, actually. And he said it did not look like it was trimmed to him. So, but it looks so nice that the guy thought that's got to be trimmed. But CGC said, no, it's not trimmed. It just has collar touch. So if we was to grade that, it would get a restored grade, which is not good. But it was cool. Yes, I held them both. Right there. That's $26,000 right there in my hands.
2 books.
Yep, 2 books.
Yeah. Highly sought after, both of them.
Yep. And a lot of people asked about the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
It
Mole
was-
Man, right?
What's that?
Mole Man. Make Mole Man great again. That's the first FF, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And let's see, what else did I buy? Oh, wow. Chat's blowing up. I just pulled out a bunch of my Doc Savage books from what do you got, Josh? Doc Savage comics or paperbacks? I like the Shadow paperbacks. I don't have much in Doc Savage. Let's see. There they are. Oh, I should have rotated that first, but oh, that's way too big. How do I? All right, let's do it. There's one of my Shadow paperbacks that I picked up, and this one here. This is another one with the Strinko cover. Very popular book. Don't drop it. Yeah, Josh, you're not kidding. I can't believe they trusted me to hold both of them at the same time. It was so cool. And he always brings something like that. There's always something really cool. We've had Action Comics #1 and
Detective 27.
Detective 27.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's always fun. And obviously, it's something nobody else in the room has.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I bought 3 Flash Gordon books, paperbacks. Really nice condition.
It is.
Yeah, guy wanted $5 a piece for those and the Shadows. But I said, hey, can I get like 5 of them for $20? And he said, heck yeah. So I did that. I got the 3 Flash Gordons and the 2 Shadows. I did not take a picture of the paperback that's fallen apart from 1906.
What was that cover? What did it look like?
It was somebody sliding into home plate
Oh,
and
really?
the catcher there, I think. I don't even remember.
Probably would be a
nothing.
cool read.
I would love to be able to read it, but it's gonna fall apart if I read it, and I can't. I can't do it.
Can't bring yourself to it. Huh?
I can't. Let's see. What else do I have an image of here? Oh, what is this one? Oh, Blood and Thunder. I'm not gonna put that one up, but I do want to put the guide there, image 4. This. Whoops. Oh, I need OBS. This one is a book that I bought. It was written by a guy who's always at these shows. His name is Ed. He's a great guy, Ed Hulse. And wish I knew how to make these images smaller. Let's see, can I? Maybe. Let's do this. Oh, heavens. That's why. Oh, cow, that is a huge picture. I got it. I'll make it even smaller. Let's do this. There we go. Save that. Ed was there and selling these, so I bought one off of him. I took it back to the hotel and started reading it until I just fell asleep. Couldn't stay up and couldn't stay awake any longer. The one thing about being in Chicago was the time change. And
Does that get you?
yeah, it'd take me 6 hours to drive out, 6.5 hours to drive out there, and then I'd lose an hour and I gain an hour.
Yeah.
So I think it feels like it's 10 o'clock and it's only 9 o'clock out there, and it's like I want to go to bed, but it's only 9 o'clock. Wait a minute, it's 10 o'clock back home. So,
Yeah, then you get it on the way back the opposite.
yeah, and last night, boy, did I sleep good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, this one was everything that you'd want to know about. What the heck did I just do? About Pulp Fiction. Ed really wrote details about how it all started. Why they were different sizes and why some of them have so much overhang and some of them don't have any overhang. So it was fun.
So these kind of were a latter stage to the westerns, right? This is kind of what got it started.
Well, the westerns and the heroes all started about the same time.
Oh, did they?
And at one time, the pulps, western pulps, were huge.
Yep.
And there was one guy, he had like 2 or 3 just short boxes of pulps. I said, "You bring any shadows with you this time?" He said, "No, I brought was westerns." He's like, "Okay." And I have a couple westerns just because I buy them because they look nice and they're nice condition, and they're usually not very expensive. You can get great stories by a lot of different writers from back in the day that it's pretty special. All right. Oh, yeah. I downloaded these. Let me do this. No, that's not what I want to do. I'll show you some pictures of some of the graded books that I got. This one. There we go. I got 4 images here. I have more, but I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are here to talk Overpower. Not, yeah, replace them. That's fine. Let's start with the first Conan. Let's see. Image. This is the one that was already graded by CGC 5.0.
Big
Man,
again.
I done it again. I should have. All right, I'm going to show you, let you see some of it. He was asking $15,000 for it. I don't know how serious he was about wanting to sell it, but he didn't. I don't think he cared that he didn't, and the reason I say that is because he bought one at auction last year for $18,000.
Oh, really?
And the one that was auctioned off this year, he said was pretty close to the same condition as the one he got last year. And he bid $16,000 on it this year.
And didn't get it.
And didn't get it. He stopped
Lost
at
by
16.
1,000?
Yep.
Well, if you got all those other fees associated with it.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a huge, huge amount of money. And let's get him off of there and go back to this for a minute. I'm going to upload the Conan with a smaller image. What's everyone saying in the chat? Are they bored already?
No, I think they were talking a little bit about Mole Man and
Mole Man.
how his social outcasts got castrated.
There we go. I like Mole Man.
Yeah, he's nice. He's so cheap. 16-point character with a negate and the offsuit JW.
How are we going to make Mole Man playable, though?
Well,
gotta find a way.
so the way they were trying to make him playable was to get social outcasts in play. And that forces you to attack the social outcast character. And Howard was doing it on his Beyonder. And so you'd force all the attacks to a Beyonder. And then you get to utilize your teammate avoids, your avoids.
Oh, wow.
Lock out. But once you lock out the character with social outcasts, they consider that you no longer have to attack that character. So if you, for instance, put Storm's only strength can be played against Beyonder, and if you don't have any strength attacks, they're going to let you move the attack to somebody other than Beyonder.
So you really can't lock out that character.
Not a full lockout.
Yeah. And yeah, that's okay. I can understand that point.
Yeah, I think it's because the card forces you to attack that character.
Yeah.
But once you force somebody to attack that character, they ruled that if there's any other caveat, like an only strength or only energy, if you can't meet that requirement, then you can go to the other characters to prevent like a full lockout.
And I don't know. I don't know if there's a way. There might be a way to make Mole Man playable.
Yeah, I don't think you can without that. But
Because he's got a negate, though.
yeah, he does. And he's intellect.
Let's make it playable from reserve. Josh won't care, right, Josh? Josh says, hey, I like that. All right. Let's see. What did I have? How about this one? Let's see. That was this one.
Yeah, and so our argument was that even though it's only strength attacks, you still have the ability to attack Beyonder. You don't have the capability. So there's a difference in, our minds as to you may not have a strength attack, but it's not locking you out from any other type of suit.
All right. It gets tricky.
Yeah.
We are reopening old wounds, Phil. Says Howard.
Yeah, we know.
What have we heard from BMG lately? Well, wait a minute. Before we get into that, let me say next week Howard's going to be our special guest. Howard, the president of NOW, North America Overpower League, will be here. He's going to discuss what's going on with NOW for 2024.
Okay.
What events they're going to have, what rule changes, if any, they're making, a little bit of price support. Howard, since you are in the chat, are we announcing price support from BMG? Doug has become Weird Tales. I think he is. I think he's announcing what BMG is going to do for just showing up for the events. Captain says, Robert Block, yeah, the guy was a freaking legend. He wrote everything from Weird Tales to episodes of the original Star Trek series. I didn't know that. Nice. Okay. All right. This is the shadow that my wife would have given me permission to buy if I had wanted to, but I didn't really want it. I did want it, but I mean, not $700 worth of one. Oh, there, that Strange Adventures. This one's a nice book. Let me resize that one real quick. Save.
Is that Buck Rogers?
Oh, yes, override it. No, it's just a Strange Adventures. This book is actually from Great Britain. As you'll see, it's noted on the CGC label. It's a really cool cover. Whoops, why did I do that? Oh, I guess I didn't name it that. Oh, there we go. And whoop, bring it back. A really cool. Okay. There's a really cool dragon. Goofy looking dragon, actually, but
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Oh, there's Marcel. Why did Marcel get in the chat?
I don't know.
He forgot to announce the goat was here. Phil, I'm disappointed. It's the Jays home opener tonight. No hat?
That's when I boycott them.
Ah, what's the Jays record so far this year?
They're just under 500, I think.
Oh, they're under 500
Yeah.
already? Let's see. Josh has become Weird Tales. Josh, let's see. I am not president, just the loudest voice, says Howard about now. I thought you were. Who is there a president?
There's no president.
Oh, there's no president? All right, Howard, we'll make you honorary president. I have asked BMG to disclose their price support before next week's broadcast. Awesome. How about the Baron of now, says Josh. All right, we'll make him the Baron. I will watch anything written by Robert Bloch, and that policy hasn't failed me yet, says the captain. Nice. Marcel says, just for that, you owe us an Alpha Flight deck on Thursday.
Oh, you want Alpha Flight?
And that's what Marcel wants. He wants an Alpha Flight deck.
Now they're 4-6, so might owe you.
4-6. That's 2 games below 500. That ain't just below 500.
They must have lost another one.
Wow. All right.
Although our Reds aren't doing much better.
What?
They were okay.
What are they, 3-5?
And they're 5-4 now.
5-4. They're above 500.
Yeah, but they're losing to the Mets.
So
They're awful.
much better than the Blue Jays.
Now they got Joey Votto.
Yeah. He's not playing, though, is he? He's injured.
I don't know.
I think he's injured.
Hit a home run on his first at bat, so he should have just retired then.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see. I'm reading back through the chat because I missed a lot. Old Geek, New Tricks, paperbacks, great stuff. Yeah, I bought some paperbacks. I bought some pulps. I bought the Pulp Guide, which is a very large book. It was paperback, but he didn't have a hardcover version, which I might have done. So it made me think that maybe I'm going to create my own Pulp subset, make it totally my own game, make it totally compatible with this other game that we sometimes play. Just don't use that word.
Yeah, as long as there's no negate from reserve, I'm okay with it.
Wait, you don't like a negate from reserve?
You imagine
I could hardly imagine a 9 or less from reserve.
Yeah.
A negate from reserve. I think we can do it. Yeah, Howard says Joey's come home where he belongs, just too late.
Yeah, a little late.
Yeah, Joey's a great ball player.
He was in his heyday.
Look at that. We talk about pulps, books, baseball, and a little bit of Overpower.
Time to go home.
We covered all the bases. Touch them all. Rounded third and heading for home. Most of you don't know what that means, but that's what Joe Nuxall used to say at the end of the Reds games.
Yeah.
When he wrapped up the recap. The old left-hander, rounded third and heading for home. You never heard a game called by Marty and Joe, you're missing out.
Oh, you are, yeah.
They were amazing.
The first, he was the youngest ball player ever.
Joe Nuxall, yeah.
15?
Yeah. They killed him. He got shelled.
Yeah.
They sent him to the minor leagues at that point.
Yeah.
He came back 2 or 3 years later.
Yeah, 16 or 17?
Yeah.
17 or 18?
Yeah, I think it was 18 maybe when he came back.
Yeah.
But he had a distinguished career, but definitely not a good one. Josh says, I wish I could have the Strange Adventures monster as a pet. I like it. That's why I'm leaving it up there. Looks like you're looking right at it.
Yeah.
So that one was pretty cool.
I'll look away. Scares me.
Getting scary. All in all, if you guys ever get a chance to go to a Pulp convention, I say do it. It's a lot of fun. You'll see things there that you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like books that are 100 years old.
Right.
Everyone there is having a good time, and they want to talk about books and stories and superheroes and monsters and UFOs.
Strange Tales.
What? Strange Tales.
Yeah.
Yep. Strange Adventures, Strange Tales, all that stuff.
No.
Ed, actually, I think Ed sold almost every one copy of his book that he brought.
Really?
Yeah. The Guide to Pulp Fiction, which I probably won't read it tonight because it'll be kind of late when I get home. But
Said the Mariners and Blue Jays is delayed anyway.
oh
They probably delayed it for our podcast.
yeah, they want to make sure Marcel has a chance to join the podcast. Hey John, how are you? The post eclipse party. You got that right. This is the Eclipse version of Overpower Adventures. Is Doug was in the chat earlier, right? I saw Doug.
He's still there.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
All right. Doug sent me a message and said before it comes up in the chat tonight, no, I haven't been back to discuss signing the venue up yet, but it's still looking good. And he's got kind of a problem, same problem that we're having right now. The Star Wars Unlimited card game is so popular. Yeah, there are so many guys picking that game up that it's kind of depressing, actually.
Yeah, I'm not going to build a Chewie deck yet.
Why not?
I got to work on Alpha Flight.
Oh,
now.
yes, you got to do an Alpha Flight. Hey, Vlad, how come you're not in the chat?
Yeah, you said you had no soccer tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe burn his eyes out.
Hey, Phil, or HA, it's good to see you, too.
Is he leaving?
I don't know. I'm just now seeing where he said hi.
Oh.
Hey, Josh, did you ever tell me? Oh, there you go. Some of the 70s paperbacks, some of the magazine reprints from the 2010s. I just got a collection in that has all of the Doc Savage Marvel magazines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Hmm.
Not a lot of value there, just fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, Josh, if that's anything you're interested in.
Was that
Not
the
let me
first shadow there?
No, that is not the first shadow. I think he graded it just because it was so nice. 7 for a pulp is a good grade.
Yeah.
They just started recently grading it. See, that's volume 35, number 2 from 1940. So that was a long ways from the first one.
Okay.
But it's a great shadow cover, and it's a 7.0. Oh, I only want a 500 for it. Only. I don't know how much Dave, the one vendor who had this, had all the graded ones. He was the only one that had any graded pulps there. His name was Dave. Great guy. But I don't know how he'd be willing to deal. I don't know if he would or not. But it wasn't anything that I'm all that much interested in. I don't want graded pulps.
Right.
They're not. The only reason I buy graded comics is because it's easier to resell them.
Right.
If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't grade comics either.
Yeah, you can't read them.
You can't read them. And there was, I should have asked Dave. I don't think he sold any graded books this weekend. He was not at the place to sell graded books because all the guys in that show want to read them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not buying them as investments.
Right.
They want to read them. And they want to have they want to have a complete run. And it's not a complete run if you can't read one of them. So it's kind of cool though. These guys never want 2 of anything unless they're upgrading, and then they'll get rid of the old copy once they upgrade. Whoops. Why is what's going on here? I'm missing a whole lot.
Doug said that he thought the game was delayed, and Marcel said no, not delayed, just some pre-game stuff going on.
Oh.
He said he thought maybe it was raining, and Marcel said they're in a dome, so it doesn't matter if it's raining. They're in the Sky Dome, right?
I don't know. Is it in Seattle?
No, this is the Blue Jays home.
Blue Jays got a dome that they're retracted.
It might be retractable. I don't know if it's called the Sky Dome anymore, though.
No, they sold the rights, I'm sure, to name it. Marcel says, looking forward to the tourney in June. Have a huge announcement before the season. Okay, the season starts in less than 4 weeks. I hope that you know that, Marcel. You have less than 4 weeks to make that announcement. And hopefully, oh, wait a minute. Marcel, you are not in the GOAT box for the opener? Whoa, yeah, why? Oh, that wouldn't be their home opener, would it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
They played the first 9 games on the road.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they make them wait the first 3 series or something.
All right. Marcel said, sadly, Mondays don't work for me. Long work days on Mondays. Gets off work just in time to join our chat. And we thank you for that, Marcel, putting in that effort. Yeah, we in a dome. Okay. Google says that it is delayed, says Doug. And Doug says maybe they delayed it for the OP Adventures. Yes, they wanted to know what the Eclipse edition was going to be all about. And so do I. Give us a teaser, Howard. Marcel wants a teaser what you're going to be talking about next week. What do you got?
Howard said 10 were on the road. That's a lot. Hello, people. Hello, Ricky.
What? What?
Ricky just joined.
I can't do it. Sorry, it's not fair to OKC. What's he mean by 10 on the... Oh, 10 games on the road. Wow. Hi, Ricky. And Captain says, I'm with Doug. I don't buy anything graded. If I can avoid it, I want to read and collect, not invest to resell. Absolutely. Come on, Howard. You just give a teaser. You don't tell us everything. Let's see. I wonder what Marcel's announcement is. Something big going to happen in June?
I don't know.
At the Canadian event?
Did Marcel have a big announcement or just Howard?
No, Marcel said he's going to make a big announcement, right?
I don't know. Marcel said, give us the teaser, Howard.
Yeah, but looking forward to the tourney in June. Have a huge announcement before the season. That's from Marcel. So Marcel's going to make an announcement. Oh, he's retiring. I bet he's retiring. He's going to go out.
Finally going to do it?
On, well, yeah, what did he finish in the player rankings this year? Third? Fourth?
Fifth or sixth, maybe?
Sixth? Oh, wow. Old geeks, new tricks. I still call it the Sky Dome. I laugh at corporate shills and their money. Boy. He wants to know about Peace Bridge, not next week. I'm curious to see how many guys Josh gets out there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I hope he's hyping it up, making sure
I think we're all a little curious.
everyone gets some FOMO for Oklahoma. We all call it the Sky Dome, Howard says.
Okay.
I don't mean that's what its a real name, but that's what we still call it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's been a Sky Dome forever, right?
Yeah, at least since the 90s.
The 90s? What? That's when it was built.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they did sell the naming rights, but what do I know? They're trying to sell the naming rights to this convention center, too.
Are they?
Yeah. It's been a couple years in the making, though. Nobody's bought it.
Doug Lock?
You got me thinking. It's a lot of money to get those naming rights. Howard, you got nothing for us at all, Howard, huh? You can't give us a little sneak peek?
I don't like this.
What don't you like?
I can't see last year's ratings.
Oh, last year. Hey, Howard, are last year's ratings off the page already? He was working on an update for that. Did you get an automated email this week
Yeah,
that said,
and said-
ignore this?
Yeah. So I ignored it, but maybe I shouldn't have.
OKC is the place to be on May 4th and 5th, says Ricky. It's the Rogers Center,
Oh, that's right.
after Ted Rogers, the former owner. Okay. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard that. All right.
I thought it was Kenny Rogers.
OKC is the place to be. Ricky, I wish I could be there. I got shut out. The old date didn't work for me because of the price of airfare. The new date don't work for me because a couple of our employees had already requested that weekend off. They're going to go play Hero Clicks somewhere. So, Ricky, what deck you going to play in OKC? You going to go with the Blinding Flare? That's part of what I'll be talking about next week, says Howard.
Oh, looks like Marcel was fifth.
Fifth. Wow, I did make top five.
Yeah.
Okay, so he could go out in the top five.
Yep.
There's only 4 heads on Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
so Marcel won't make it.
He wasn't going to be on there this year.
Wow, Marcel.
Unless we annex a fifth.
Ooh, Ricky. Ricky's going to play Deathlock.
Is he?
I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
Trying to get you out there.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to play Henry Pym at the next event I go to.
Yeah. The same pin?
Yeah, the same deck that you built. I'm really liking it. It didn't tear Vlad up, but it beat up AJ and it beat up Sam, and I did beat Vlad with it. So I like it. Not real. Oh, Ricky, come on, son.
Want me to build a Deathlock deck
Yeah, build a deck
with Alpha Flight? Ugh.
with Alpha Fly. Oh, don't do that. No.
It's the only way I can get 2/6 intellects on there.
Well, yeah, because you're like 3 over point wise.
Yeah.
Is an Alpha Flight 21?
Yeah.
Deathlock's a 20.
Yeah. I have to put Deathbird in reserve.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Brett says, OKC is a really nice place to visit. If anyone is on the fence, give it a go. Downtown is a pretty nice place to visit, and it's easy to get around. Josh says the Pin Gambit once more. Yeah, Ricky, I know they're not really to playing Deathlock. You don't have to rub it in. I liked the Deathlock deck that I had with Heroes for Hire.
Did you?
Yeah, but it played well, but it definitely wasn't because of Deathlock being on the deck.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Ricky says, I had 3 decks I'm debating between, and none have Beyonder.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky's going to try something different. No Beyonder deck.
Crystal Inhumans.
Crystal Inhumans. Go ahead and list the 3 of them here for us, Ricky, and we'll take a vote. We'll tell you which one's the best one to play.
Since no Ohioans or Canadians will be there?
Right. Nobody in the chat's going but you, so nobody will even know. We won't tell anybody, I promise.
We'll protect you.
Oh, man. The days when we used to stay up all night building decks and come back the next day and play them all.
Yeah.
Play one game and throw it away.
I like my Ray deck.
The Ray is awesome. You going to try something different this year, or are you just going to play to win?
I got to play to win.
You got to play to win.
Yeah.
So you're going to play Cadillac every time?
No, it'll be different, but...
A different Cadillac every time?
You know how many times I trade cars?
Hey, Howard, why can't I register for OKC and Challenge? What? It should be up by now, right, Howard?
You're reading the special announcement.
That was what they're going to announce next week, Ricky. Thanks for that spoiler. Spoiler alert. Ricky says, one deck does have Inhumans, but not Crystal. And no, not a Cadillac variant. All right. Well, if you need to do any play testing,
They'll say it's a Cadillac variant. If you have Inhumans or Doctor Strange, either one on it.
yeah, it's a variant. Ricky play whichever deck using Mole Man. After our episode last week, I did see somebody post something in Facebook about their setup, their camera setup for online playing.
I saw that. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it was good, and you could see both sides of the table.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way he did that. I'm sorry, I can't remember who did that. I meant to write that down, make a note, give him a shout out. Let's see, Howard. You can't. Oh, Howard says you can. You need the right link. I was waiting for BMG to make their announcement. It will be out tonight. Marcel, going to be a great season. No retirement. Almost the opposite, but no spoilers from me either then, Howard. Unlike BMG, I definitely keep my announcements. What? They've never missed an announcement date. Of course, they've never announced a date. John says, sometimes you need a Cadillac with a big trunk. Other times you just need 4-wheel drive. I like it, John.
Sometimes you don't need a Cadillac.
Yeah. All right. BMG, they're going to announce something soon. Come on. You got to have faith. Howard says you need the right link because he's waiting on their announcement. The link will be out tonight, Howard, or BMG's making an announcement tonight? Are you letting something out of the bag? Is that your spoiler for the week? Josh says, for your information, the Discord is now set up for virtual games. I tested it yesterday. Interesting. Ricky says, JC, one deck is my sewer deck, so maybe. Ooh. Brett says, I have a camera coming this week, so definitely be trying out the Discord channels. Josh says, Ricky, sewer with any heroes or a battle site?
Yeah, it'd be tough with any heroes. There's not much defense in the sewer.
Marcel, you two are the only thing keeping the Overpower excitement going. Awesome job, guys. Just hearing about and watching your games keep me excited. I'm a true Overpower adventure. Thanks, Marcel.
Marcel's awesome.
Yeah, he's all right, ain't he?
For a Canadian.
For a Canadian. I can't wait to play Thursday night.
Yeah.
I missed last Thursday. I wanted to play. And
Should have called me.
no, I don't like playing online. I like doing face-to-face.
Yeah.
But I didn't take the setup or anything. And Vlad was going to come down because he didn't have to coach soccer Thursday or Friday. And then you had to go and remind me that I'd be in Chicago. Couldn't do it.
Well, I didn't want Vlad to show up. Nobody be here.
You could have met him here.
Well, you wouldn't have the name on the building. Can't call it the Doug Lock.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, I saw Stefan post on Facebook page about he's got some cards he wants to sell and a bunch of stuff he's looking for
To trade. Yeah.
So if you guys see him, we know Stefan. He's here. Central Ohio. He's not in Columbus, but he's not far away. He's about 40 minutes, maybe, if that, maybe 30. So if you see Stefan's post, go give it a like. And if you got anything that he's looking for, or if you're looking for anything he's got, we vouch for him completely. Ricky's using a battle site. Josh says, very cool. I went to convert mine to a battle site built with any heroes just for fun. Yeah, but it probably wasn't much fun, was it, Josh, with any heroes? I haven't seen Phil Keffer in the chat.
Yeah, where you at, Phil?
Yeah.
He's only waiting for Thursdays.
Yeah, he's still waiting for the eclipse. Have you built anything new for Thursday?
I have.
Oh. What's our format Thursday? Are we doing 3 different decks again?
Yeah, I think that's what people like.
We're going to do it again, though?
Want to take a vote?
No, because they might vote for it again.
Let's do trivia with Larry. Then we just do whatever we want.
There is trivia where there is no real answer. Oh, man. Josh says
you like playing the same deck over and over, right?
Well, when it's winning.
All right. Well, if you win, you get to keep it then. How about that?
Oh, okay. All right. So I still got to come with 3 decks just to be safe.
You got the Corey's backup deck. You only got to play 2 or 3 hands of that deck.
Yeah, Corey said he watched that game. I said,
Yeah.
oh, you did? He said, it's the only game I watched. I watched just long enough to see you destroy my deck.
Poor Corey.
Yeah.
Poor Heroes for Hire.
Yeah. I do that every once in a while. That's how I lost to Vlad the Saturday before.
That's how you lost to Scott
Scott who?
Williamson.
Oh. Yeah. But you know what? That's something Scott and I will both talk about the rest of our lives.
That is true.
I bet 7 and lost. And Scott said my opponent bet 7 and I beat him.
Yeah,
So,
those are things you remember.
Scott's got bragging rights on me for a while. Captain says, is the guy looking to buy, sell, trade on the Discord? We finally got the buy, sell, trade form open there. So someone should tell him about it. I'm not on Facebook. Hey, Captain, I'll reach out to Stefan and let him know. No cheating. Who has a 10 intellect attack? Well.
Black Panther.
Huh?
Black Panther.
Oh, Brett says Black Panther.
Yeah, out of the Marvels.
Out of the Marvels.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it a straight 10 intellect?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why don't anybody play Black Panther then?
Same reason.
You're welcome, Captain. I'll let him know.
He's a 20-pointer, 7 fighting.
And all he
And
has
that's all
is
he,
10
and that's all he
intellect
has.
attack.
It's kind of like Azrael. Yeah, it's kind of like Azrael. There's nothing that. Well, although he has the problem is his Jay-Z is a fighting. If it was energy, I think I would play him. Because he's got the watered down JW, like
Yeah.
Mole Man.
Right.
But it's fighting, which is his strong suit.
So he's already got a lot of fighting on it.
Right.
Not something they're going to have to defend most
Yeah,
likely.
they just take it.
Yeah. Okay. I had something I wanted to say about BMG and I lost it. Oh, jeez.
Who has a 10 any power?
Alpha Flight.
You will see it next Monday or this Thursday.
Thursday night. All right, we're going to do 8 o'clock. Oh, I'll tell you what, right now, I want to do a West Coast stream for you guys. So you're going to have to find a night where you can come in. We don't even start till 9 o'clock.
I'll have to drink more than water then.
Well, you know, I got plenty of energy drinks.
Jocko.
Jocko. I had a Jocko today, and I feel good.
Yeah. How was that green apple one?
No, I drank the watermelon today.
How was the green apple?
Green apple's good.
Is it?
It's good.
Okay.
I like it. I think those are the only two I've tried. No, I tried more than that. I had the orange. Orange was good.
Is the green apple super sour?
No.
Okay.
No, it just tastes like a green apple, but not a sour green apple.
Okay.
And we have that. We have a Jocko mini fridge. It's just too small. And so I contacted them today, and I said, guys, I got this free by ordering the product, and it's too small. And I'm going to bring in a full-size refrigerator. And can I give this Jocko refrigerator away in a contest? So you buy 2 cans of Jocko Go
You get entered?
to enter the
Uh-oh.
and every time you buy 2 cans, you get another entry.
Oh.
And we're going to run it for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then
Okay.
we're going to pull a name out of the hat and give somebody a refrigerator. So they loved it. They said that sounds like a great idea, and they're glad that I outgrew that refrigerator already.
Might look good in a new house.
Yeah, you have to buy a couple Jockos. Let's see. Ricky says, I have a Black Panther deck in the making, actually. Give us a hint. Nah, don't give us a hint. He's a 7 fighting 6 intellect.
Black Panther?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But I could play a graded Black Panther.
You could what?
I could play a graded Black Panther.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up. Not BMG. Marcel said he's not retiring, at least something else. Marcel, why don't you tell us about your announcement that you had on Facebook the other day about Prestige, TCG.
Yeah. Saw a Henry Penn.
I saw a Henry Penn, but it was only a 9. It was a 10. Maybe I'd have bought it. It did look good. I don't know why you only got a 9.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm falling behind here. Brett says 12-year-old me thought Azrael's Flaming Sword Special was just about the coolest looking card in Overpower.
Oh, they look cool. Yeah.
Ricky says I had too many decks, so I took apart 2 of them, but then I made 3 more. Doesn't work that way, Ricky. And Joe says you're not wrong, Brett. And then Ricky says I've always wanted to use Azrael. He's one of the few DC characters I liked back in the day. He's no good though.
Yeah. He's no good.
He's no good. Well, why does everyone want to play him if he's no good?
Azrael?
Azrael.
Well, he's a cool character. He just,
Okay.
yeah, he's got that flaming sword coming out of his hand.
Two
Yeah.
7s.
Nah, he's an 8 fighting with a 5 energy.
8 fighting. Oh.
3 intellect, 3 strength, I believe.
And he just got no good specials?
Just a 10.
Just the 10.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
no, my wrath.
Okay. Hey, Lawrence. I call him Lance every time. Lawrence, how are you? And he says he's been trying to come up with a Black Panther deck, too.
Yeah, he's hard. You're going to want to scrap him and just put Heroes for Hire on the deck.
Well, maybe now. Hey, Howard, can now ban Heroes for Hire? Can we have one season with Heroes for Hire on the ban list?
Have no Spawn, Scarlet Witch, Starjammers, and Doctor Strange.
What? Do you want to ban all 5 of them?
Ban them all.
Whoa.
Let's come up with some new stuff.
How can we phrase that? That'll be instead of the now
Well, that's kind of what we did for the Masters.
league. Yeah, but you should have a league light, now light, a light version of now. You can't use any of them 5 characters.
The true Master Series.
You know what? Then everyone's just going to show up playing Beyond or White Queen, Magneto, and the X-Babies.
That happens.
Yeah.
But then you ban them.
Oh, no, not in the same season. Wow.
Or you can only play the characters once. Got to come up with new meta every tournament.
Ooh, every tournament. Who do I have on my Henry Pym team?
Spawn, Dark Beast, and Strange.
I can't. So I got two of the 5 band characters.
Yeah.
All right, that won't work. Josh says 8 fighting, 5 energy.
3 String,
Is
3
at least
intellect.
cool with Reavers.
Yeah, sorta.
Brett says he only has the 10 fighting card. His AE can't even be good because he only has 3 strength.
Yeah, unless you bump him.
Howard says I'd love to ban a few heroes. How can we do it, Howard? How can we get away with it? Marcel says, I'm now an affiliate of Prestige TCG, a grading provider and seller of PSA cards. They are now selling Overpower Graded. Actually, they've been selling Overpower Graded for a bit, but that's all right. They're on eBay now. Selected a small amount to be affordable for players. I didn't know you were on eBay. I didn't notice that if you put that in the post before.
I think you said they went live. To
All right.
eBay and to the group.
10 last week and 10 this week, between $75 and $200 a
Yeah,
piece.
those are good price points. So,
And the grades are anywhere from 8s and up.
yeah.
So
I think there might have been 1/7 vision or something, but
I was thinking about grading cards, but I just wouldn't want them 7 and 8s coming back.
yeah, those aren't good.
And at one point, PSA would pre-screen a card so that you get
And kick it.
the grade or higher,
Where they kick them.
or they just return it to you ungraded. The problem was with them that you still paid the grading fee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
CGC will do that with comic books, and they charge you $10 and send it back to you.
$10 just to look at it.
$10 to tell you it doesn't get the grade you want,
Yeah.
which is still a lot less than the $24 they charge you if they do grade it.
Yeah.
So it's $24 to grade it plus the shipping.
Hmm.
So it's a pretty good deal. I use the pre-screen quite a bit with PSA. Not PSA, CGC.
CGC.
I never use it with PSA. I don't even grade.
You ever graded a card?
I have, not lately.
Michael Jordan rookie?
I've graded a couple of those, yeah. From Beckett, I got a 9.5 back one time, which was very, very hard back then.
Yeah.
And it was quarterback for the Eagles, not Randall Cunningham.
How old?
Who came after Cunningham.
After?
Yeah.
McNabb?
Yeah. I got a Donovan McNabb rookie card, came back in 9.5. And shortly thereafter, I quit grading sports cards, and now I don't do anything. I don't grade cards.
Can't even build an any hero deck.
Yeah, I can't even build any hero deck. You gonna have an any hero deck for Thursday?
I have one.
Oh.
That was my dual negate any hero deck.
Oh,
You didn't like that one?
yeah. I struggled against that deck. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Every time I wanted to play a special, you negated it.
Yeah.
You had 3 that one hand.
Mm-hmm.
That was nasty. John says, play Azrael in reserve with the 10. Play Spartan Training Ground so your 5 grid is all good. Problem is Silver Sable is still better.
Yeah, way better.
Do we have to ban Silver Sable?
She'd be right there with Strange, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that but they'd still use Spider Woman.
Yeah.
And
Or Hawkeye.
well, I think they use Spider Woman first.
Yeah. Well, she was the true cheese from back in the day.
Yeah.
She was the first one that really gave you some defense out of reserve.
Give you anything out of the reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And you could play her with Spawn or Heroes for Hire. She lined with both of them so well.
Yeah. Marcel says, I played Azrael in reserve in the Nationals in the 90s.
He wanted that Big Ten.
Yeah.
I actually played Alpha Flight too with my old Vertigo Marauders deck. I lost to Miles in the finals in Cincinnati. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
I built it going down there. And it was Heroes for Hire, Marauders, babies with Alpha Flight in reserve. And I lost exactly the same way. I needed the 10. He had the 9 or less for Spider Woman, and I had the 9. He blocked it.
Okay. Lawrence says, I have a question. I have a PSA 8 Ultimate Potential that I bought just to play the card. Thoughts about whether I should crack it open to play or keep it slabbed and find another ungraded one. Ultimate potential. It's only an 8. I think you can crack it. What's that card selling for now, though? It's like $125, right?
It's probably at least 100.
I think
75 to 100, yeah.
I think Larry's got it for 1 1/4 on his side, but he might not have any either.
Yeah. I would say it's a $100 card, probably.
Oh man,
Didn't Joe have one here for sale?
man, I don't know, but Joe he sold all that stuff.
All of it?
I think it's all gone. I'd have to ask him. I know he sold a lot of it.
I know he had his X-Man hero for 75. But
The X-Man hero?
yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
His Heroes for Hire went really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
$122 or something.
something like that. And
Yeah.
it was like
It was a
playset
set,
plus.
yeah.
But that still went stupid money.
Yeah, I got one the weekend before from Vlad for 30. So thank you, Vlad. Glad you're not on the podcast tonight. That's probably why he banned me.
It's Marcel says Jammers, Nightcrawler,
The
the
Hand,
Hand,
and
and
Azrael.
Azrael in Reserve.
He wanted to back up the hands fighting. There at the time there was no defense from reserve.
Yeah. Josh says, I was thinking of putting Azrael in Reserve for a fun deck. Josh says, Marcel, nice. I like that team. Howard says, just put it in your deck in the case.
A little tough
I
to
make it a
shuffle.
little hard to shuffle.
That's what they said, yeah.
Oh,
He said then they said grade the whole deck.
there you go.
Get a whole deck that's graded.
Marcel says, Sally Howard, neither in stock. It's on their get list now. I will keep you updated maybe before June. He said, Marcel, did you find out if Pedigree has a PSA graded Reavers or Jubilee?
Yeah, I think he's wanting to put it with his artwork or something.
The hero cards or the character cards?
Yeah.
We got some of that IQ box that I opened on stream when you weren't here with AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should have graded some of that. Let's just go buy another box.
Find it.
Oh, they're not hard to find. It's just hard to
Pricing,
find one
I mean.
under $1,000 right now.
It's just so expensive.
Yeah, I haven't looked lately. I would still like to open a box of Monumental. It's been a long time. That'd just be for
Yeah, there's just nothing in it.
yeah, but just for the fun, the nostalgic feeling. 'Cause
Right.
we opened so many back in the day.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how many boxes we must have opened of that.
I had so many starter decks of that.
Yeah.
That's where I first got Starjammers. I came into the game right when Monumental had just kicked off.
Yeah.
And you said, here's a couple starter decks. Here, Starjammers were in there with X babies.
It was hard to play a Monumental starter deck tournament,
Yeah.
sealed tournament, because you had X babies. You had a really good chance to win.
Yeah.
You had an advantage over everybody. But,
And if you had Vertigo, even better.
yeah. But fun stuff. I love opening that stuff. I'd love to open one more. Sorry, guys.
It was
Long
fun.
day.
It was fun when Electronic Boutique would have them for $10 a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy 4 or 5 boxes.
Yeah. Too bad we can't do that anymore, huh?
Nope, those days are over.
Yeah. What else? They sold
We sold
Mission Control for 10.
JLA.
JLA.
Yeah.
I think I bought a couple of JLAs, but not much, because I pretty much had everything I wanted out
Yeah.
of there, and they weren't fun to open.
That was a
Like,
hard set to put together. Yeah.
there wasn't anything I liked.
Yeah.
Wasn't that much. Josh says, when are we opening the BMG box? Well, what box is that?
We were X babies back then.
Yeah,
We were
get
pretty
that
young.
right.
Pretty young. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
The BMG box. Howard, you never did answer my question from earlier, or I didn't see it. About, is BMG supposed to make an announcement tonight, or are you going to update the sign-up link tonight? You said it'd be tonight. And I'm surprised nobody from BMG is in the chat tonight to make an announcement.
It'd be nice.
Josh, I'm not sure what BMG box you're talking about. Oh,
One that he wants to.
Oh, jeez, I'm slow tonight. I am so sorry. All right, it's going to be a very long time before you open a box from BMG.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think their first set's going to come in an openable box.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
I think it's going to be a pre-made deck.
I think it'll be something pre-constructed. I think it'll probably be a Kickstarter. I think they're going to start there. We shall see. I could be all wrong. I would love to be wrong because I would support a Kickstarter, but man, I'd rather have booster packs.
Yeah, it'd be better.
John says the DC boxes were so badly correlated. Some cards weren't seen on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think you can say that with all the boxes. IQ was a lot that way.
Yeah.
People were getting Spider-Man, some were getting Thor. And it was like, it seemed like it was very sporadic. If you got one Thor, you were getting 3 Thors instead of the Spider-Man.
Yeah. Howard says, I will send out an announcement regardless. I posted the link for Ricky. Old Geek New Trick says electronics boutique. Great store.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just don't think that they're going to put out booster boxes to start. So maybe by the end of the year, they'll have something out in the booster box.
I'm going to get a deck out.
I could be wrong. Ricky says the only BMG box you can open now is if you still have one from BMG Music Club. So many CDs. Oh, I forgot BMG was the name of that music club.
Let's show a little sneak peek, see if anybody's interested in me playing this deck.
Captain Marvel. I got a Spawn. Oh, man, how do you... Scarlet Witch. And who you got in reserve that's going to make that legal? Velocity. Okay.
Wonder if you can make 2 image characters playable.
Wow. Yeah. Those 2.
Probably can that way, right?
John says dinner calls. Have a good night, John. We'll see you next week. Maybe Thursday night. Tune in.
Yeah, tune in and watch.
What time do we start on Thursday? 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right. Howard says, now challenge community members. Watch your email for the OKC sign-up info. Thank you, sir. And Josh says, excited for Velocity. I'm going to have to play that deck against that deck Thursday night.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do they say?
Well, Josh likes Velocity. Marcel says, see Howard, Phil understands teasers.
What do you think of that? She makes Spawn legal and she makes Marvel legal.
And you're making me discard place cards with Velocity from reserve.
And
Scarlet Witch. Oh my gosh.
And a negate. And 2 9 or lesses.
2 9 or lesses.
And if you're beating me, I'm going to realign the whole universe.
When I'm beating you, you're going to realign the whole universe.
Twice,
Not if.
maybe twice.
Twice? How do you do it twice?
Power Mimic.
No. I love that card. All right. I'm going to vote for Power Mimic as the best card in the game. It's the funnest card in the game.
It is very fun.
Yes, it's great.
Didn't serve me well at the Champ of Champs, but...
Well, that's because you didn't place right. You should
No,
always have something placed that you can Power Mimic.
No, I just kept duping.
Oh, okay. That hurts, too. So it wasn't Power Mimic's fault?
Yeah, it wasn't Power Mimic's fault.
Okay.
Can't blame it on Power Mimic.
All right, good. All right, so we know Howard's going to send out the link for the OKC sign-up. Why didn't Rogue get a Power Mimic? Josh, I agree.
That would have been a character.
Steel Power, yeah. That would have been awesome.
They gave her the super 6 strength that does changes grids.
You know, if she had a Power Mimic, I'd be tempted to play her.
And I actually played Rogue in the Nationals.
Really? With what?
Heroes for Hire, Super Scroll, and the Thing.
Oh, wow.
It was before X-Men had been released.
So,
I would have swapped Rogue for Beast the Brute.
Wow.
I just wasn't going to play the Vertigo cheese.
Yeah, it's a heavy hitting deck.
Yeah. A lot of 8s and 9s coming at you.
Yeah.
And a Thing 10.
I still like the hand a lot.
Yeah, he was fun. You played that.
Yeah.
You didn't play Negate either.
No.
You played Jammers, The Hand, Nick Fury, and Bullseye.
Yep. I didn't do so well. I think
It's just tough. It was hard to.
Keffer beat me in 3 hands.
It was hard to beat Vertigo.
Yeah.
And they're taking all your hits and just moving them wherever.
Right. Doing whatever they wanted to do with you.
And we had no negates.
No negates.
One.
And I didn't play no negate in Boston. I didn't learn my lesson, I guess.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I tried it last week.
Did you win with it?
Nope.
Oh. All right, guys. Anyone in Central Ohio wanting to play some on a Saturday, let me know. I got some Saturdays coming up where I'm available. Marcel, Sam, AJ, Stefan,
Josiah.
I
Corey.
don't think he even exists anymore. Corey.
Stefan.
Yeah, I think I said Stefan.
You say
I
Chris
think
and
I
Scotty?
did. Scott and Chris don't count. They never come up.
Oh yeah, they're really Kentucky anyway.
Scott's even got, or no, Chris has even got a car now.
Yeah, it's having some issues though.
With the car?
Yeah.
Ah.
Nothing major, but
All right.
stuff he doesn't want to take long trips on.
Josh says, just need those Bullseye MOE cards. Howard says, Phil, that's my old Any Hero deck from the 90s. Other than the reserve, I used 3 stat Spider Woman.
Yep. I think he used Holocaust maybe.
Really?
Could have been Scarlet Witch, but
Oh, with Any Heroes, yeah, could have been either one. But we need to play a little bit, and we're going to play Thursday.
yeah.
And we got to get that West Coast live stream going.
Okay.
I don't know.
How early can you tune in, Doug?
Um,
Is he still here?
Doug's
Is
still
he
in
watching
chat,
the, or
right?
is he watching the Mariners?
If they're started, they might be still in rain delay. What if we can do a West Coast live stream if we do it on a Sunday afternoon?
Oh, maybe.
Howard says no, he used the Witch.
Which is good.
Brett says during one of your streamed games, Doug played the KO event and Phil KO'd Scarlet Witch and got the -5 venture. We were having the discussion in the Discord whether Phoenix Inherent works here.
No, it does not.
Brett, you're ripping scabs off of old wounds. No, it doesn't. And it doesn't make sense that Scarlet Witch gets the -5 because it happens
Battle.
battle. So Phoenix does not stay and continue to fight that battle. So if she can't stay and fight, then why does Scarlet Witch still get that -5?
Because hers just says when it's KO'd.
Yeah, but it still has to be KO'd during a battle. Doug is still here. What did you want to ask, Doug? West Coast stream
yeah.
Sunday?
Or, what's a good start time for the West Coasters?
Is a totally dumb ruling, says Howard, and I totally agree.
Which one?
It's inconsistent.
I mean, which one's dumb? That Phoenix should stay, or neither
all right,
should
Howard. Yeah, why don't you elaborate just a bit? Which one is dumb? That Phoenix doesn't stay in play?
Yeah, I don't think he likes the Phoenix going away.
Howard can't now just update the rules. Well, technically now could say that. Yes, they could change the rules for their now events. But then you get playing different rules from the official rules.
Right.
And that's not a good thing. That's not something that'll attract players.
Yeah, Phoenix should get the inherent.
Phoenix should
I
get the
agree.
inherent.
I don't think Phoenix should be removed.
It's pre-venture, so it's pre-battle. So she shouldn't get to stay and play.
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't. And Scarlet Witch should not get the -5 because she's gone.
Or Carnage.
Carnage. Yeah. Technically, at start of battle, they're already gone.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, you shouldn't get the draw from Chaos from Reserve either.
I think that's pretty obvious too. Why do they allow that? Somebody just wanted Chaos to be on a deck, so they said, "Yeah, let's allow it."
I mean, I wouldn't play him in Reserve anyway, but
Like to put him on the front line, he's going to be the first one to die.
normally.
Yeah.
But he's got a 9 or less. I mean, he's a good character.
Yeah.
16 point with a 9 or less.
Doug
Hard to
says
find.
5 or 6 Pacific time is best for us, but realize that is late for you guys.
Well, we could.
That's 8 or 9 o'clock
Yeah,
at night.
that's 8. 5.
5 is 8 o'clock.
Yeah. How about we do 5:30 PDD? We'll compromise, meet them in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, well, last time we played 4 games.
We did.
We were playing till 9:30 or 10, right?
Yeah, at least 10, I think.
Yeah. So that should have been good. Howard says we are waiting to see the new BMG rule book before we shake the trees. Okay. I just, yeah, whatever BMG decides is what you're really going to have to play with.
Yeah.
I don't think you can have your own set of rules. They won't like that in the Polypool sponsorship.
Right.
But I don't like that ruling. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, it's getting late. It's 8:15 Eastern time. So I hope you all went out and saw the eclipse, saw how dark it got. Oh, Daniel. So we have to wait for the BMG release to get the rule updates.
Correct.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to announce the rules ahead of the release.
Still have to wait on BMG.
Oh, yeah. But his question was, do we have to wait for the BMG release to get the rule update? I think, obviously I don't know the timeline, but it's going to be related in some way. When they're getting a little bit closer to announcing something, they'll probably announce the rules. I don't think it'll be at the same time. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Brett, yeah, the rules from BMG, much cleaned up, will hopefully be here soon.
He's hoping they're cleaned up.
Yeah, I don't remember why Dave said that they're waiting on that. There was a reason. I can't remember what it was. Howard says, Daniel, if precedent has been set, then we won't change the rule. Oh, I see what you're saying, Howard. Okay. If they address it in the BMG rules, they're going to go with whatever BMG.
And so we've stuck with the original Overpower rules as much as we could.
Yeah.
Except for getting rid of the Devour worlds.
Right. So we shall. Oh, somebody just gave a lot of hearts. Look at all the love flowing up there. Awesome. All KO related inherent should trigger with KO event. So weird it's not consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should have it for the Witch and not for Phoenix, or vice versa.
Right.
It's got to be one or the other.
Right. To me, it just makes sense. They're the same thing.
I think the weird ruling with Phoenix would be they would now have a 4th character up there because the KO event brings the reserve to the front line immediately. So you would definitely have a big advantage for the first hand.
No, not really. You still only have 8
8
cards against 8 cards.
Yeah. Well, no, you could be discarding cards.
Well, yes,
depending
for
on
the
who
KO
you
event.
you're.
Yeah, but there's also the event that moves reserve hero to the front line. So I don't like it.
Yeah.
Howard says there are many rules I hate. MOE and Marvels cause a bunch of issues.
Yeah.
Ricky says May 3rd and May 4th. There's a ton of inconsistencies with the OP rules. The only consistent thing is that they're inconsistent, says Doug.
Yeah, in some regards for sure.
Yeah.
Made it tough to teach new players how to be really competitive quickly.
Yeah. Well, all games are tough to be competitive with quickly, but you're right, it did make it even harder. Oh, man, I'm getting tired.
All right.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't. We've been growing. We've picked up a few subscriptions last week.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in on Thursday nights. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun.
Keep sharing with your friends and family.
Yeah, and the chat's always lively on Thursday nights. Most of you laughing at why did I do that?
Well, it's tough to play and commentate.
It is, but it's still fun because
Yeah.
we're not playing for anything.
No.
And we're just having a good time.
Right.
So you guys all have a great evening, great week. We'll see you back here on Thursday.